Hey, what's going on, y'all? Blockchain Yogi here, Health and Wealth Dad, DeAndre, whatever you want to call me. You don't have to call me anything, but checking that Bitcoin right now, 10-minute time frame. Obviously, this is a very low time frame. I usually don't stay on these time frames because it's, extremely low. Lots of price action can happen, lots of choppiness, all that. But I just wanted to show that this is a key level here um, that I did buy the dip on. I added some under this level support. Sometimes they like to wick out people, you know, try to make sure that they uh, trap the shorts and then wick back up and then long it. So, typically a good thing to do when you're trading, or not even trading, but even investing too, if you want to get a specific entry, that you can place your buy orders where people usually get stopped out at. So that's what I do when I do my option trading, and that's what I do oftentimes when I'm thinking about investing for something long term. Obviously, with investing, you don't really have to like time it or be perfect with your entries, but sometimes it can help. You can save on a few dollars or a few $100 or a few $1,000 just by trying to get a better entry. So bought some here and now, and then I bought some around here at 63 200 as well. So we got this little alert, this scalp alert that's trying to manifest after this big bullish engulfing candle. So we'll see if it holds or not. But I did want to tell you guys that I bought a little bit here because if I look at the daily, go to the daily time frame, we'll see how key this level is. If you check my other video on Bitcoin's price action, you'll see um, why certain things. Let's take this scalper thing off just to be, there you go. So, let's go back to that monthly based off that other video that I was saying that it's a cup and handle on a monthly time frame. So, which is very bullish. Um, so, if we were to zoom in, we'll see that this is the cup here. This is that little cup forming. If you follow my cursor, so this is the cup, and then this right here is the handle. So you could call that a handle of this cup, just like, a normal cup that you drink out of. So if you can visualize this being the cup portion, and then this is the handle. And typically, as it, forms this handle part, it eventually breaks out to the upside. So this remains as so. This could be a cup and handle. So we see, as before, we got all these rejections here of all-time highs. Can't break it. And now we got this bearish candle. Got 7 days to see if this candle closes. So this candle can come down back all the way to 59K. As we see, it can come down to 59K or even this 60K. So I have a level here at 60K as well that it can uh push down, even tap 700, 59.7K, wick out just like this week, and then push right through. Or if we want to get a little bit more bearish, then obviously with this handle, we can come all the way down here to this spot right here. So there's a trend line that I formed right here. You'll see this trend line even more so like on a daily or weekly time frame that this level, this trend line kind of holds. But we haven't tapped it a third time. So we got one tap, two taps, and then this will be the third touch, which happened to be the daily 200 moving average and the 61.8 Fibonacci level. So it's a key level around this 54, 54, 55 level. So here's my levels right here. 55.1K, 43.5K approximately. Um, so these are the levels where I'm going to buy and just keep adding on to my position. And the lower, the better, because I am in Bitcoin for the long term. I think it's a long-term store of value, and it's something that yeah, I just want to hold for the long term because it's the utmost superior money. It's hard money, it's sound money, it's freedom money. So yeah. So we closed this weekly candle. So we just opening up a new week and we closed this previous weekly close candle right at the support level. So that's really interesting how we close right at that level. See this? This is the weekly, and we close right at that level. So this next week we'll know if we want to hold this level and retest 67K or break. We already wicked under, which I added under that wick. So we wicked under, but let's see if we, wick and push back to 67K, or we continue to just, maybe touch these upper levels of 65K and then drop down to the 60K level or even further. Uh, but like I said, if it comes around here or touch this trend line or come anywhere in this zone, this 58K, 55K, I believe we will hold this and wick out and then go to all-time highs. That's my theory. I don't think we'll drop below 54K. Uh, and this is the extreme of it. I think which probable is maybe 60K, and maybe even 55K, but dropping below 55K, it's like 43.5K, like around here. I don't think it's be probable in this bull market. Too much money piling in, big billionaires, institutions, all of that is piling into Bitcoin and continually to, hold it as a store value or as a treasury asset. So I don't think it will fall to 43.5K in this bull market. And if it does, I'm an extreme buyer. I'm going to buy it as much as I can, obviously, for whatever fiat currencies I have. I would exchange it for Bitcoin if we come here to 45.3K, 43.5K. But like I said, 60K is probable if we break under 63K. 63 is probable, and if we break under 60K, then 55K possible. Bounce off this trend line, probably even touch these Fibonacci levels, the 200 moving average on a daily. Uh, so you can see it too. I'll show you how you'll see this Fibonacci level show up. So let's go to the daily, and you will see these levels. You will see clearly what levels I'm talking about here. So look at that. It's 61.8 right there. Look at that fib. So that's a key level. 61.8. It's looking. I've marked it right here. That's a 200. Can't really see it too much, but that's a 200 moving average, which represents the past 200 days of price action. All these candles represents one day, and the 200 moving average represents 200 days of price action. But it's a little bit lagging, Indicators are lagging, so it's not going to be as precise as order flow or as precise as these candles that are forming, from a day-to-day basis. But it's around here, and obviously, it'll have to be some weirdness to just come down here, you know. But these moving averages will slowly, start to curl over here, bounce this trend line, 56K, you know, testing the same lows right here before it wicked out to break all the way back to 72K. So it could retest there as well. But yeah, definitely a buyer here. We got the 78.6 fib level right here, which is really a really key strong level. And we see that was prior support, bounce, wicked out, broke under, became reclaimed, bounce, broke under, came, reclaimed, bounced under, and then we just, tested this same resistance, that same supply, which that same all-time highs that we can't break out of. So now we're back here again, same, just range bound, not really moving anywhere. But this is the time where people get bored, where people start to sell their coins, their Bitcoin for meme coins and other trash assets. It's not even asset, it's more of a trash at. They just made up a word, but they start to sell it for, sell Bitcoin for these meme coins in order to make a profit that they think is doable because they're too bored. They're not they're saying it's going down, uh, where the new shiny meme coin can, pump their bags, very quickly. But they're gonna miss these dips and they're gonna miss the run of all-time highs. I don't want to miss it. Uh, Regardless if I miss it or not, I'm not gonna miss it because I'm invested. I'm there. But uh, I'm investing into the long term. So if it goes up or down, short term, long term, medium term, doesn't really matter per se because obviously I'm invested or saving for, decades. So these prices in a decade from now will be like, you know, be so relatively cheap. 63K in 10 years will be an extreme bear market in the next 10 years. So these prices are great. Obviously, it's not $100, it's not $20,000 uh, in fiat currency prices, but Bitcoin prices, this is great. So I bought some here, and we shall see what happens if we break down at 60K, this level right here, which we found support. I'm going to buy more, and obviously, if it drops below 60K, uh, which would be great, uh, before the fall, winter months, before that, then you will see some really extreme bull market action uh, happening, and then it'll all form that cup and handle that we saw in the monthly. It get 3 touches, 1, 2, 3. Get that 3 touch, and then with this trend line as well. See, at that trend line will be 1 touch, 2 touch, 3rd touch. So it all just makes sense from that standpoint. But it doesn't have to happen. It does not have to come here. It does not have to go under 60K. 60K, that's the range from 55K, 54K to 60K, a 5K range, 5K to 6K range. It doesn't have to do that. But if it does, I think we don't go under that. We might wick out, but I don't think we close under it and where we should, break all the way to all-time highs and further test new levels. So, 80K, 75K, 80K from there. That's my thesis in the next 6 months. These are these levels that I'm watching. And regardless, I'm a buyer. If it goes to 70K, I'm a buyer. If it goes to 40K, I'm a buyer. Doesn't matter. I'm here for the long term, holding this as a store value and investing my fiat, exchanging my fiat currencies for Bitcoin, store value, hard money, sound money, sovereign money, digital gold, digital scarcity, digital property. That's what I'm doing. And that's what I hope, for each and every one of my listeners to consider doing. Definitely start to learn technical analysis, start to know the charts. It will help you and not only just get an idea on what prices to buy Bitcoin at potentially, but just to help you just have a general understanding of movement, of the supply and demand, and you can apply these same principles to other coins or the stock market and allow you to buy and hold with the stock market or trade and earn some income so you can buy Bitcoin. I hope this video helps, and if it does, like and subscribe. I'll appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time. Make sure you end the fed. Peace.